San Antonio brothers killed in driveway. Neighbor accused of opening fire without warning. Tonight's final crime story comes from San Antonio, Texas, where Daniel Antonio Perez, 38, is accused of opening fire on four siblings as they arrived home. Two brothers were killed, Maliki Perales, just 11 years old, and Draven Quiroz, 20. Two other siblings were wounded but survived. Bexar County authorities say there was no known dispute between the two families before the shooting on August 5, 2026. The siblings were backing their vehicle into their own driveway. According to investigators, Perez came out of a nearby home carrying a gun. Then he allegedly opened fire. Deputies later said there was no evidence the victims had provoked the attack. Security footage reportedly captured two young female relatives of Perez, trying to stop him from leaving the home while armed. That video could become critical evidence. It may show when Perez obtained the gun, whether anyone warned him, his behavior before the shooting, and whether family members recognized that violence was about to occur. After the gunfire, investigators say Perez called 911. Authorities say he told police that he had shot the victims. Deputies arrested him nearby. He now faces charges including capital murder and aggravated assault. He was being held on a $500,000 bond in the latest court information reported. The Bexar County Sheriff said Perez's relatives described him as having possible untreated mental health problems and characterized him as a ticking time bomb. But mental illness alone does not automatically excuse criminal conduct. The legal issue is whether the defendant understood his actions and possessed the intent required by Texas law. Investigators usually begin homicide cases by searching for motive, money, revenge, gang conflict, domestic violence, robbery. But sometimes none appears. When that happens, detectives may focus more heavily on the suspect's mental state and actions immediately before the attack. Internet searches, statements to relatives, gun purchases, previous threats, medical history, and the 911 call afterward could all become important. Does a murder case need a motive?
No. Prosecutors need to prove the crime and the required mental state. Motive can help explain why, but it is not always a required element.
How the case unfolded. First, the siblings arrived home. Second, Perez allegedly left his residence armed. Third, shots were fired into the siblings' vehicle or driveway area. Fourth, Maliki and Draven were killed. Fifth, two additional siblings survived gunshot injuries. Sixth, Perez allegedly called 911. Seventh, deputies arrested him nearby. Eighth, prosecutors filed capital murder and aggravated assault charges. What to watch? 1. Surviving victims' accounts. 2. The full surveillance video. 3. The 911 recording. 4. Mental health evaluations. 5. Firearm and ballistic evidence. 6. Whether prosecutors seek the death penalty. 4 siblings were simply returning home. Police say their neighbor walked outside with a gun and opened fire without warning. An 11-year-old boy and his 20-year-old brother died. 2 siblings survived. Now investigators face one of the hardest questions in any homicide case. What makes someone allegedly act?